to our events here at Hammond Baptist tonight. And we'd also like to thank our game night sponsor, Daryl Audis and CAPS Property Management, for sponsoring tonight's events. Here are a couple things we wanted to let you know about as we get our basketball season started.
Hey guys, what's up? So there are 4 events that you need to know about. So our first event coming up is soul winning tomorrow, and then after that the others activity. So be there and be ready to work.
We also will be live streaming all of our games in case you can't make it or if you have family or friends that are Oh, yes! Let's go! Sorry. Available on YouTube at HBTV or on Facebook at Hammond Baptist Athletics.
So our second event is the Veterans Day coming up this Sunday at First Baptist Church of Hammond, Indiana. Hope to see you there.
Check out our new HB merch. Go on Instagram to True Blue Sports and click the link in our bio to go shopping around. Show your HB spirit. Go Swordsmen!
If you haven't already, make sure to get your season pass. This is the first year we're offering season passes for all of our loyal parents and fans. You can get a season pass for $30 at any of the entry tables on your way in. If you haven't already, make sure you get your season pass before you leave tonight.
So our third and fourth events coming up are games next Thursday and next Friday. Check your schedule for game times.
Be sure to get your complete basketball schedule at one of the tables by the doors. That way you know exactly when to come and cheer on the Warriors and the Swordsmen.
And the Heritage Christian Defenders. Please stand. We'll have a word of prayer. Following the word of prayer, we'll have our national anthem, followed by starting lineups, and then we'll get moving on with this game. Praying for tonight's game is assistant coach Scott.
Let's pray. Dear God, we thank you for a good day. We thank you for good weather. We thank you for other Christian schools who share some of the same principles, Lord. I pray that today as we play, we're safe. We honor you with our attitude, and that's all. Amen.
And now, for the Heritage Christian Defenders, at guard, number 2, Johnny Hilligans. At guard, number 3, Jared Schoof. At forward, number 11, Lucas Zanstra. At forward, number 22, Jonah Regnieris. And at forward, number 30, Silas Van Buren. And now, the starting lineup for your Hammond Baptist Swordsmen. Starting at guard, number 11, Joe Cowling. At forward, number 12, Marian Stoutmeister. At guard, number 21, Jaden Lemon. At forward, number 33, Owen Coffey. And at forward, number 41, Tyler Hopkins. The Swordsmen are coached by James Woosley.
Oh, here we are, friends. We're getting ready for a start of our varsity game. Hammond Baptist Swordsmen welcoming the Heritage Defenders, and I'm looking forward to this game. It's the first home game. We had our blue and white game recently, but on the floor for the Swordsmen, we have got Owen, Tyler, Brian, Jaden, and Mr. Joe Cowling. I'm looking forward to watching them play. Looks like on the tip there, we've got number 30, Silas Van Garen. He's going to be tipping up against Jaden Lemon. And looks like the defender is going to get the basketball to begin with. And Lucas Zanstra with the basketball. He passes out the top of the key, comes down low, gets kind of defended well by the Swordsman. Aaron Panth knocked away. Owen Coffey with the good defensive play. The great pass into Zanstra, too hot to handle. Gets it thrown away. Good night. Hey, look out here. Stoutmeister comes out with it and throws it away. Knocked away. And turnover. Swordsman, if you watch the junior varsity game, we had some issues with turnovers. I certainly do not want to repeat that in the varsity game. Zanstra with the basketball up front for the defenders from Heritage Christian School.
And that's Silas Van Buren, number 30, with the ball also for the defenders. Number 2 on the floor, Frank Hilligans, or Johnny Hilligans.
Stolen away by Cowling. Cowling gets it down to Lemon. Lemon loses it.
Oh, good take by Tyler Hawkins. He's a beast down low, and he works hard. He is the big engine that could. He never stops working, never stops running. Nice player there, Tyler Hawkins. And Jaden Lemon pokes it, but they're going to get him with a body foul.
They are going to get in there.
Tough, and that's the first foul there for the Swordsmen.
Jaden Lemon's first, Swordsman's first, as you already said there. 6 minutes, 53 seconds left in the first quarter of play. Inside, stolen away by Tyler Hawkins.
Nice look.
Hawkins gets it down to Coffey. Coffey out to Lemon. Lemon fires on three-point land. Oh my goodness, good tip off by Coffey. Coffey gets it back to Lemon. Lemon puts it in. We'll take it, 2-0. We get the first lead of the ball game with the Swordsmen, leading the defenders answer with the basketball up front, being guarded by Cowling. Cowling is just, he's relentless. He's just a great young man, a good athlete, hardworking, student of the game. His 2 older brothers certainly are just legendary with the HB programs. Answer takes a shot, no good, rebounded. Lemon gets it out to Cowling. Cowling pushing the ball down, gets it down to the corner. Stoutmeister fires, scores!
Brian Stoutmeister, he's hot from that corner. And Brian Stoutmeister, we've been talking about it. This guy can shoot the ball. Yeah. He's an up-and-comer, and all last season had a good shot, but has really stepped into the role here as a starter. And he can flame throw from those corners. And when he's open and hot, boy, you do not want to get in his way. Brian Stoutmeister, number 12, and he's a senior here. We've got on the floor Jonah Rigneris, number 22, for the Heritage Defenders.
Just lost the ball there, but he has some relatives that played in the junior varsity that are really good.
Yes.
Ryan and Aaron there, and he's Jonah.
Nice
inside
find.
pass, beautiful pass into Lemon. Lemon scores. Excellent assist by Cowling.
Wow, good vision there. Joe Cowling sees the floor so well. Been starting on varsity since a freshman in high school. And if anyone knows the game, he knows the game. That IQ is sky high. As we get the steal there, Tyler Hawkins throws it ahead and bobbled it a little bit. The effort there by Jared Schoof, and that was a great hustle to get the ball.
Yes, he did. Did a great job and keep the fast break from taking place. Swordsman got a quick lead, 7-0. I'm just telling you, nothing's too close with these defenders. We certainly want to do as best we can to get out in front, and certainly helped by a couple of Lemon shots. Lemon fires from outside. He scores. How about that?
Jaden Lemon doing work over there, and Jaden Lemon, again, another guy that's got to step into one of these big roles for the Swordsmen. He's long, he's athletic, he can dunk the ball now, but they're certainly going to need him to shoot the ball as well, as the defenders are a little long on that shot. They got Lemon up ahead, and Lemon's got Coffee. Oh, and the ball's turned over. Hopefully this game, not as many turnovers as the last game. That was, Pastor, that was tough to watch. All the turnovers and just the Butterfinger mentality going on there for the Swordsmen.
Lemon gets the ball, going to get it to Coffee. Coffee on Stoltenmeister. Stoltenmeister, the left-handed shot. Beautiful, beautiful job.
12-zip start here for the Swordsmen. They're on fire. Just a notification here about the Swordsmen girls volleyball. They ended up finishing third at the Roanoke tournament. Currently, Roanoke and Faith Baptist are playing in the championship, and so we obviously always want to be in the championship game, and that's one of our rules here at Hammond Baptist. One of the things we always want to do, but they finished third, and we congratulate them on that. We know those girls work hard, they practice hard, and certainly represent our school and our Lord and Savior very well.
Yeah, there's some great girls, and they only play tournaments, and we don't have the home and away games, and so they're a little bit of a disadvantage at that, but they go in there, and they're extremely competitive and just tremendous examples and hard-working young ladies. We congratulate them on third place. They did get the first place in the Badger State tournament up there, but looks like to me they got Faith and Roanoke are going head-to-head for the championship game, and we appreciate the Swordsman Athletics. You're here watching 12-0 is the Swordsman able to get out in front of the defenders early on.
Oh, good defense by Brian Stoltenmeister.
There is some good defensive. Jonah Vigneros is there with the basketball. He gets it out. Van Baren has the basketball inside to Jonah. Jonah throws it up, gets it taken away by Brian Stoltenmeister. Now to Tyler Huckins. He's looking down the floor. Looks like got a traveling violation going to take place on Jaden Lemon. Jaden has 7 of our 12 points, and he has a 3-point shot as well as a really 2 good layups, and offered by an assist by Cowling. Really good.
And that's what Jaden's got to do this season. They're going to need him to be big offensively. He cannot be timid as Brian Stoltenmeister steals it, throws it ahead to Owen Coffee, and Owen, like the tank, dishes it off, though, to Tyler Huckins for the 2 points. Assist from Owen Coffee, and Jaden Lemon and Brian Stoltenmeister got that break started with that steal. Good work here defensively by the Swordsmen, and they are on fire defensively, keeping the defenders scoreless through the first 2 minutes of this game, and they've got Brian up ahead on the break, and Brian handles the ball left. Oh, and it gets blocked by Frank Hilligans. That was a nice block there. Joe Cowling, nice pass.
Beautiful pass.
The dish to Owen Coffee, beautiful vision.
I tell you what, I got to tip my hat to Joey Cowling. He has made some tremendous assists and setting up the team to play well. Seeing the baseline good. Van Baren out to Zanstra. Zanstra gets it over to Hillengrand. Hillengrand has got it too hot to handle. It's going to be a turnover.
Yeah.
And it rains, it pours, and that's how the defenders are feeling right now. Frustrated with that. And Josh Perez gets in the ball game here. Looks like Lemon's going to come out. Stoltenmeister's going out. We got one more.
Judson Wilkerson checked in. The one you should
man.
know.
How did I not catch that?
Yeah, number 13, a junior. Also had a big game in the blue-white game, and a good shooter, solid defender, and getting bigger and bigger by the second. So he's going to be a nice asset there for the Swordsmen this year.
Yeah, I love watching Judson play. It looks like he's been studying his brother Preston his whole life, but it's just genetics. Here, Cowling. Cowling fires. Rebound, Perez.
Good rebound.
Perez gets it. Back to Cowling. Cowling's going to fire again. Scores!
Wow, Joe Cowling. Too hot to handle out there. He can pass the ball and shoot the ball. Tonight's game sponsored by CAPS, and that's Daryl Audis' home realty group. If you any needs for that, that's Daryl Audis. He's your guy. He's the sponsor tonight. And 3 boys that have been in Hammond Baptist schools, 1 graduate that's now at Howes-Anderson College, and 2 that are still in the schools. If you watch the last game, Luke Audis played. Luke had a good game, and the game before that, Mark Audis played. Mark had an awesome game himself, and certainly the Audis family, well recognized in our church, and a good, godly man. Taught me in Sunday school for a year there.
And he taught for Hammond Hammer Baptist Schools there for several years,
Yes.
and then went off into business and has been very successful. His wife Molly is alumni HB and just a great lady as well. And of course, the Studebakers, would certainly love them, and just great folks, good heritage. And we appreciate the opportunity to be supported by CAP. So we do have a couple games that could be sponsored toward the end of the season. If you're interested, would you contact John Woosley, and he can help you information on that if that's something you'd like to do. We appreciate you joining us on several different ways. I think HBTV is probably one of the major ways there, and we're certainly honored to be able to take time to go with it. We appreciate all those who've worked hard. The booth has been built by Brian Black and assisted by James Goodall, who painted the entire inside here, spent many hours. Jack Huckins has been training and been working with our young men and helping them in this process as well. And we're very grateful for this and glad to have Josh Conger, one of our fine alumni, graduate of Purdue University here in engineering, now is an engineer locally here. But boy, I tell you what, the guy is so involved in the work of the Lord, you'd think his job is at First Baptist Church of Hammond sometime. Thank you very much. He and his lovely wife Anna expecting their first baby coming up this next year, and we're excited about that.
Heritage Defenders with the ball now. They are down 19-0 as Joey Cowling, another steal. And Joey's going to put a nice floater up there, and he's going to make that 9 times out of 10. He's a good touch shooter down there and really been improving that floater game. And Joey's always loved that floater. It's a good way to, if you're a guard, get shots off over the bigger defenders. And Joey has kind of mastered that, and that's going to be a block foul on Joe Cowling, number 11. Also a big shout out to John Woosley, the guy that's been running this whole organization, this whole HBTV situation. Last year we broadcasted games from 2 chairs and a wood shop stand. That's what we did. We used that last year, and this whole booth and this whole arrangement and the cameras you see, that's all been done in the last year, and he has spearheaded that effort and done a great job leading this charge.
They have done a great job. John and Claudia Woosley, just 2 of the sweetest people you have, and a great example of a young couple that love Christ, committed to him. And I'm very thankful to be in the same yoke and the same ministry together. Thank God for that. Turnover, defenders, we will get the ball back, 21-0. And this is not the way the defenders wanted to start this game for sure. And there's going to be a substitution in the ball game. Number 5, Noah. Looks like Lenting is coming into the basketball game. Xandra up front. Wilkerson with the basketball. He passes down to Sisson.
Yeah, Craig Sisson making his first appearance in the game as well, number 5. And he takes a quick 3 right away and almost hits it. Craig dying to shoot the ball. Great athlete. We love watching him out there.
Yeah.
Good team soul winner too, that Craig Sisson. Been
Is
there
that
every
right?
week and out there doing outreach with the church, and good young man right there, Craig Sisson. Judson with a nice roll around.
Wilkerson, I like to see it. Likes it. We got 2 Wilkersons on the floor. Dwayne Wilkerson and Judson there, but it's certainly
they're related, are they not? They're brothers, right? To my understanding.
Brothers with a different mother. And in the
Craig Sisson.
Look out here! Look out!
Coast to coast, Craig Sisson.
A little too strong. Josh gets fouled by Zandstra on the floor. I'm sure Craig was disappointed about that. He also made his first video, I think. You'll see him at halftime. He's doing something on the video. It's his first time behind the camera. A little nervous.
Oh, all right.
But he told us, someone who did it with him told him to give us a shout out to Craig. So we're glad for that. Craig's a lot of fun. Of course, his grandfather for many years was the elementary school principal of the Hammond Baptist Grade School. Just a great guy. I remember interviewing him. Of course, a veteran. Speaking of veterans, Veterans Day is at First Baptist Church, 10:45 on Sunday morning. We look forward to having the opportunity. We have a guest speaker, Rob Watkins. He has a son, Tim, who went home to be with the Lord as a result of a roadside bomb in Iraq. And he's going to tell the story and speak for us on Veterans Day. We're certainly looking forward to it. I want to encourage you, if you don't have an opportunity to go to a church someplace, we'd love to invite you to First Baptist Church of Hammond, right downtown Hammond. And if you know a veteran, I encourage you to invite them to come, especially those who have not yet heard the gospel of Christ. Dwayne Wilkerson is on the charity stripe. He hits the first of 2 after he tries to tip it in. Someone climbed up on his shoulder to help him keep that from happening, and he's going to shoot the second shot. Hey!
Wow.
He pegs both of them.
A line drive shot there. You don't see those going a lot.
Looked like Dwayne Howard there.
Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah.
Good looking shot there, Dwayne Wilkerson. We're happy to have him in his second year at Hammond Baptist Schools here. Working hard. He's been working hard all offseason to be a part of this team, and we're excited to have him. As the defenders, that's going to be, looks like a shooting foul, and that's going to go against the Swordsman. Number 22, Jonah Rigneris, is going to be shooting 2 shots here.
Yeah,
looking to get the defenders on the scoreboard.
I think Tommy Flores guilty of the foul in that situation, if I'm not mistaken. It's his first, team's third foul. 25-0 is our score. Jonah Rigneros misses the first of 2. Got a substitution in the basketball game, number 12, Braden Dykstra will make his way into the ball game. Number 30, Van Baren will sit down. Take a rest for the defenders. Jonah will hit the second. It goes too strong. Rebound, Flores.
Judson Wilkerson bringing the ball up as the point guard currently. We've got Craig Sisson, Tommy Flores, Dwayne Wilkerson, and Josh Perez here to close out this first quarter. Judson takes a quick 3. Not going to go, and that's rebound. Number 1, Eric Benson for the defenders. Dwayne Wilkerson working hard out there.
They did a good job on that defensive play for sure.
That's something that never wavers, though, with Hammond Baptist basketball. We could be up 25, down 25. It does not matter. The defense is always there. They're always intense, always aggressive, and that's just how we play.
Yep, that's exactly right. It's the HB way, and certainly I appreciate so very much. You'll hear statements from the bench, work hard, work hard, work hard. Good work, good work. And I think it's pretty impressive and something I really am very proud of, especially as a pastor and superintendent of Hammond Baptist Schools. I'm really glad for the good testimony the young men possess that play on our athletics, and the young ladies as well. Once again, we're giving an update. The girls did not make it to the championship round. They did finish third place in the semifinals at the Roanoke tournament. Good girls doing a great job. Well, we are finishing the first quarter. It's in the books, 25-0. I did not see this coming. Did you?
Rough. No, we're on pace to get a 100-0 score, Pastor, and this better not happen. I assume we'll do a little bit slower offense here in the second quarter, but the defenders certainly look like they're struggling here to get the ball in the basket and to take good shots.
Yeah, Heritage is certainly a very faithful school in our area. We certainly appreciate them. Their coach is probably exasperated, frustrated, and certainly wants to get this zero off the board, this goose egg off the board real quick there. Want to thank our sponsors, Caps Realty and Property Management, under the direction of Daryl Ottis, doing a great job and helping us on this season of HB Athletics for the Swordsmen. And we thank God for Caps, and they are sponsoring this game. We do have a game or two still left to sponsor. We'd love to encourage you to take the time to sponsor one. We certainly appreciate you joining us here on the game. This is live, and 8 minutes on the scoreboard. We're getting ready to start the second quarter action. I did not think that we would have this kind of a score. Certainly in the JV, unfortunately, the Swordsmen fell to the defenders in the JV. A tough game there. However, we're definitely in the driver's seat here. We've got our subs in as we start our second quarter of action. Josh, you can go and tell us who's on the floor, would you?
We got Trent Worship on the floor for the Swordsmen, making his first appearance tonight. Craig Sisson, number 5 on the Swordsmen. Josh Perez, Judson Wilkerson, and Tommy Flores. On the court for the defenders, number 1, Eric Benson. Number 11, Lucas Zanstra. Looks like number 5 over there, Noah Lenting. Number 32, down on the block there, that's John Zanstra. And lastly, I don't know who I left out there, Pastors.
I think Jonah Rigneros.
Oh, Brandon Dykstra, number 12, I'm sorry, is on the floor. And
yes,
then
he is. He's
Mr.
there.
Rigneros. Yeah, those Rigneros boys, those were excellent players in the last game,
They
and
sure
really
were.
a good player in this game as well.
Yeah, Jonah's really been a wide body inside there. He's got the ball right now. He pulls in, pulls up, does not get the basket. Flores gets the rebound. I tell you what, I love Tommy Flores. Tommy's going to give it full throttle. He's a senior this year in the class of 2022. We're certainly proud of him.
Woo!
Craig Sisson gets the 3.
He was trying to get that last quarter. He took that first shot he got, and he's going to keep shooting that ball. At some point, they might have to pull him out. I don't know that he knows not to shoot. He's looking to shoot every time he gets the ball.
There we go. We've got 2 on the board for the defenders.
Jonah Rigneros gets the first bucket for Heritage, and that's exciting for them. Their fans are excited about that.
He did a great job, and certainly a good ball underneath there. Perez out on an island there. Trenton Worship's got the ball. Perez shoots from downtown, no good. Wilkerson is it off him? We've got a foul down low, it looks like. It's going to be on Josh Perez. He'll pick up his foul. That will be the Swordsman's 5th foul.
Josh Perez often in the way of fouls, similar to Dave Michalski last game. He's just often picking up those fouls, like a foul magnet. Travis Wilson, those kind of guys, they just play aggressive defense, and what comes with the territory, some fouls. We can take it, though. We love him, and we love his defense here at Hammond Baptist.
Yeah, he does a good job. He's fast, too.
Yes, sir. Boy, some sloppy
Lintingas
play
just
here.
can't get hold of the ball.
Oh, he's got Trent
Wilkerson
Worship.
gets it to Worship. Worship goes in.
Oh, nice move.
Scores! Trent Worship.
Trent Worship, a great shooter, but can drive to the hole too and run the fast break. Good to see Trenton working hard out there and getting up the floor to get those 2 points.
He did. Lindsay has the basketball. Gets it to Benson. Benson, he's going to be fouled. Yeah.
Traveled, then got fouled. Got away with the travel there and then got the call to go his way. It's going to be Heritage ball out of bounds here. Number 12 to inbound. That's Brandon Dykstra.
Sisson picks up his first foul on that. Pushing the back there. Zanstra has the ball. He
Oh, wow.
Up, gets it. Perez takes it away.
Clever pass. Didn't go his way, though. Behind the back pass to save it, but then right into the hands of Josh Perez. He looked at almost his second three there, and that would have been too quick of a shot, I'd say.
Yeah,
Let's move the ball here. We got Judson, Trenton working up top. Trenton a quick three, and he called green light on that shot and then banked it, did not hit it. Trenton, though, one of the finest shooters on this team. He's got great touch on the ball.
Yeah, he does. He has a real high arc. And well, Perez did not get it to fall. Wilkerson gets the rebound, pulls up into Sisson. Sisson fires, scores!
Craig Sisson.
Craig Sisson.
Wow,
He
he's
is
money out there.
getting several good baskets here and good minutes here. I'm sure that with the lopsided lead there, their subs are happy about that.
Yeah.
There we go. We got a score here. And I think let's see, who was that? That was Braden Danstra, I think. Dykstra? I think scored
Dykstra,
there.
yes.
Yeah, I think so. Congratulations to him. He got 4 on the board for the defenders, 32-4. Flores in the baseline. Perez out to Sisson. Sisson to Flores. Flores looking inside, puts it out to Sisson again. Sisson wisely takes it out front to Perez. Now to Trenton Worship. He fires from downtown.
Oh,
a
good
little
look there.
strong. Knocks it away from Van Doren. Van Doren gets it to Dykstra. Dykstra, number 11, has been running point for the defenders.
Good defense there by Josh Perez. You know, it's always terrible if you're the point guard of the other team and then the guy assigned to you is Josh Perez. That's just never fun.
But you
that
don't
guy
want-
can play defense, and he
He
can play
can.
defense all game. Doesn't get tired, plays hard, and he's fun to watch here at Hammond Baptist. Craig Sisson wide open, looked at a three, tried to inlet to Tommy Flores, but the ball's turned over into the hands of Lucas Zanstra, who pushes the fast break for Heritage. He's going to swing it out, and the ball's tipped away by Tommy Flores. Tommy, aggressive play there. And Tommy's an aggressive human being in general, but in basketball, it's particularly fun to watch. He is wiry and wired. You know, he's all over it.
I think his parents graduated from Hammond Baptist years ago. Glad to have him there. He's a really good young man, loves Christ, and
Yes.
everybody knows it. The Bible
Yeah.
tells in 1 Corinthians chapter 8, verse number 3, if a man love Christ, love God, the same is known of him, and is certainly known of Tommy, and I thank God for his testimony. Good young man.
Swordsmen playing some
Lincoln.
good defense here, and it looks like they're going to bring some starters back in Tyler Huckins, Owen Coffey, and Brian Stovemeister here to close out the second quarter and go to halftime. Trent Worship hustling hard there for the ball. Love to see that diving on the floor. Trenton sacrificing his body there to save that ball for the Swordsmen. Even up 32-4, that doesn't matter. He's working hard for his team. Judson Wilkerson, big three.
Yeah, leave him
Shooting like-
open, and we play sometimes with his older brothers and him, and of course he's been pushed around since a little kid, and he is now able to shoot the ball and kind of put in their eye a few times. A lot of fun to watch. Oh, there he goes. Looks like he's almost going to get a steal, but it's going to be out of bounds.
In for Heritage, Jared Schaff, number 22, Jonah Rigneris, and then those three Swordsmen starters, Owen Coffey, Brian Stovemeister, and Tyler Huckins checking back in for the Swordsmen. Staying on the floor, Judson Wilkerson and Craig Sisson there on defense here are the Swordsmen. Oh, right behind his head. That pass goes in nicely to Lucas Zanstra. He's looking to swing the ball to number 30. That's Silas Van Buren. Oh, and the ball tipped by Tyler Huckins, but to no avail here. Jonah's going to get it right to the post, but Brian steals it away, and then Heritage steals it back. And a nice pass tipped out by Heritage, last touch, and it's going to be Swordsman ball going the opposite direction.
A lot of good reaching there and good play going on, but certainly glad the Swordsmen come out of the pack with the basketball. Wilkerson has the ball there, gets it down the baseline to Huckins. Huckins back to Wilkerson, and then we've got Stovemeister. Stovemeister. How
There we
about
go.
that? There we go, Brian. Brian's a great shot. Just enjoy watching him play, and Wilkerson
Woo!
can fire again.
Judson, 2 in a row. Popping those three-pointers, and he's been getting some lessons actually behind the scenes from his father, Pastor John Wilkerson. They're in the driveway shooting all the time.
That's not going to be his dad's strong suit there.
Oh, maybe Drew and Coleman help him out with that too.
Yeah, there are definitely some shooters there.
Yeah, they were fun to watch. Drew, you know, a couple years ago was such a great player here at Hammond Baptist. We've loved watching him, and now good to see Judson taking up the mantle on this varsity team and playing Hammond Baptist basketball. Good save as Owen Coffey. The crowd is going wild on that save. Owen jumped up there and saved the ball.
Oh.
That's going to be the highlight of his game for the amount of minutes he's seen this game so far. It's only 38-4, and he's not been playing a whole lot, so he's getting some action there, saving the ball out of the rim.
I'm sure he's glad. I watched his brother Jared play at football today at Howes Anderson College. He was playing there for the playoff game. They unfortunately did not make the championship. The Patriots beat the Bears, and but Jared.
Sounds about right. Someone beating the Bears. That is a common thing these days. No one likes it, but it's a fact.
There was a couple HB alumni on that particular team there. Adam Hanks, the mouth of the South, he was on that thing.
Oh, he's crazy, Adam Hanks.
That guy's something else. He's a lot of fun. Jared Coffey, of course, and then Dad Drew Wilkerson as well, wide receiver. And several other good guys, but they did not pull off the W right at the very end. 46 seconds left. The Patriots got the W.
Wow.
And they got a great pass and run in by a kid from Long Island, New York. And he did a good job, but there'll be a championship game. Will be next Thursday there at Howes Anderson College in the beautiful Jorgensen Field. It'll be painted tomorrow, getting ready for that. It's a lot of fun for the student body. Craig Sisson with the basketball for the Swordsmen. Gets out to Brian Stoltmeister off his foot. Good night in the morning.
Boy, we have 40.
That's an awkward turnover there. 46 seconds left.
Till halftime. And at halftime, we're going to show the Josh Hederman video. He's a missionary to Peru, and he is an alum of Hammond Baptist. Played some basketball here for Hammond Baptist, and is now serving the Lord on the mission field. And we're going to show you some of his work for food donations he's been doing in Peru. And Pastor, tell us a little bit about Josh Hederman and his mission work there.
Well, Josh Hederman, of course, is an alumni of the HB, Hammond Baptist, and certainly a great young man. His dad taught here school for years, and he is I think the youngest of his family. Nope, there's one other girl, Rachel's younger than he, but really good guy, loves the Lord, and remember him going to India with our son Derek, and he came back as the pastor. I think God wants me to go to the mission field. And there was we have a team down in Peru with Zach Faust. He took that, and they went ahead and took him down there, and he fell in love with Heather.
Big three. Johnny Hilligans, that's a beautiful shot there.
He did. Did a beautiful job, and the pass went a little too hot to handle for Owen at the end of the half. But the Swordsmen are going to be 38-7. It's a one-sided contest. But let me tell you a little bit about Josh Hederman. You're going to see in just a few moments a video. Went down and married Heather, and they have a beautiful little boy. He serves the Lord in that ministry down there with Lima, Peru, and you're going to like to see the video that's going on. During the COVID time, they began to feed the people, and with sponsors from the United States, and they got the food together, divided up, shared the gospel with those who received food. God used him in a wonderful way, and he and Heather and the entire church. I've had the chance to be there. Dennis is his pastor and a great national man that's doing a great job for them, and but he'll tell you about that in the video. This is why we have a Christian school, Josh. I just want to, I don't think everybody's called to be a full-time Christian servant like Josh is. There's some other wonderful servants of Christ like Josh Conger here, but I do think everybody ought to be raised to serve Jesus Christ and to love him with all their heart, and that is the focus of Hammond Baptist Schools. You're going to see a testimony of one of our graduates serving the Lord in Lima, Peru. Want to remind you that we are being sponsored tonight by CAPS Property Management. Daryl Audis is a great owner of that particular business and a sponsor here of this HB Swordsman Athletics. I think you'll enjoy the program tonight, large in part because of his support and that company there. I hope you'll enjoy the video. Josh Hederman, Lima, Peru, feeding Peru.
Hey, how's it going? This is Josh Hederman, your missionary here in Lima, Peru. I wanted to share a video with what God has been doing here in Lima. As many of you know, back in May and June, God put on our heart to open a food bank. Peru was a thriving economy back in March, But because of COVID restrictions, because of the lockdowns that we had for 3 and 4 months, the economy completely collapsed. People who had been living just above the poverty line, just living from day to day, making enough to eat the next day, were left without jobs and left without work for month after month. And week after week, they didn't have anything to go on. God put on our heart to open the church doors here, and week after week, we were able to give food. Over these months, we've been able to give over 7,500 packets, and God has opened door after door, week after week, and we've seen blessing after blessing. People have come week after week hearing the gospel, hearing the good news, hearing the preaching of the Word of God, and they've started to attend church. First virtually, and then when we were able to open up in person, we've had so many people come. We've had hundreds of visitors here in our church because of these food drives. And we've seen so many people saved, we've seen people baptized, we've seen people become faithful to the work of God. All of this has been because of what you all have done. So many of you have prayed for us. So many of you have loved us. So many of you have supported us. So many of you have given so that we can continue to be able to reach out and give food to families. Right now in Peru, we're starting our second wave. COVID has struck in its second wave here, and very quickly we're going into another lockdown. As of the 31st of January, we'll be on a 2-week lockdown, and we fully expect it to be extended. We fully expect it to be more. But even if it doesn't get extended, the restrictions are here to stay. People aren't going to be working for a few weeks. People are going to have no income. And people who lived from day to day before this time are now left without anything. Would you consider partnering with us to be a blessing to people? If God has blessed you there, would you consider partnering with us to be a blessing to people who maybe you'll never meet them here on this earth, but they'll come to receive food, and at the same time they'll hear the gospel, and God can work in their lives and work in their families and work in their home. And just like we've seen Him do for the past 7 and 8 months, we'll see Him do again. Would you partner with us to be able to reach out and love people? Would you partner with us to be able to reach out and give to people, both to fill their spiritual need and also their physical need? Would you partner with us to love our neighbor and also preach Christ? Would you partner with us to continue feeding Peru? Thank you very much.
Welcome to our events here at Hammond Baptist tonight. And we'd also like to thank our game night sponsor, Daryl Audis and CAPS Property Management, for sponsoring tonight's events. Here are a couple things we wanted to let you know about as we get our basketball season started.
Hey guys, what's up? So there are 4 events that you need to know about. So our first event coming up is soul winning tomorrow, and then after that the others activity. So be there and be ready to work.
We also will be live streaming all of our games in case you can't make it or if you have family or friends out of town. Yes! Let's go! Sorry. Available on YouTube at HBTV or on Facebook at Hammond Baptist Athletics.
So our second event is the Veterans Day coming up this Sunday at First Baptist Church of Hammond, Indiana. Hope to see you there.
Check out our new HB merch. Go on Instagram to True Blue Sports and click the link in our bio to go shopping around. Show your HB spirit. Go Swordsmen!
If you haven't already, make sure to get your season pass. This is the first year we're offering season passes for all of our loyal parents and fans. You can get a season pass for $30 at any of the entry tables on your way in. If you haven't already, make sure you get your season pass before you leave tonight.
So our third and fourth events coming up are games next Thursday and next Friday. Check your schedule for game times.
Be sure to get your complete basketball schedule at one of the tables by the doors. That way you know exactly when to come and cheer on the Warriors in the Swordsmen.
Well, welcome back to second half action here at the Swordsman Athletics, and Hammond Baptist Swordsman will take the floor in just a moment against the defenders of Heritage Christian, and it's been a lopsided battle right now. At 38, we are leading 38-7, but I think probably the defenders are getting together and trying to figure out a few things here. We have enjoyed watching I think every single player has played it probably. I think, Josh?
Yes, I think so.
Every single swordsman has played, and they've contributed well. It's been fun to watch them. We do have a starting 5 on the floor, and that is Huckins and Coffee, Stoutmeister, Cowling, and Lemon. And certainly looking forward to watching them play as they start off the second half of play. We thank you. Welcome back, and thank you for enjoying the second half with us. I hope that you enjoyed the video from Josh Hederman as he shared a little bit about Feeding Peru. Wonderful graduate of Hammond Baptist that is doing something very beautiful there with his lovely wife Heather over in Lima, Peru, and you saw the pictures of those who have great need and most of all the need of the gospel of Christ, and I'm glad he's doing that. Here we go, second half action, and we are in it. Lemon has the ball inside down to the baseline with Coffee and has it stolen away. Lemon has the turnover there. As Jonah steals it. Zanstra outside. He's going to fire over there. Long shot, no good.
Oh, and Brian Stoutmeister's got some options up there. Didn't quite see him. Swordsman may be trying to slow it down here in the second half. Their lead at 38-7. This is, my goodness, a pretty lopsided game thus far. Heritage came out looking strong in the second half, though. We'll see what happens. Owen Coffee, the tip, it is not good, but gets his own rebound again out to Stoutmeister, and he's wide open. Those things go down quite often when he's wide open. Brian, we've talked about his stroke. He can shoot that ball consistently, and he's a hot shooter, and especially once he hits a couple, and those things just rain like water, and it looks good out there.
Huckins with the steal there, Josh, and he's got the ball
Stoutmeister again. Oh, I thought they'd go to him in the corner.
Yeah, I think Joey's holding it up there. Gets down to Stoutmeister. Stoutmeister down to Huckins. Huckins inside to Coffee. Coffee shoots. No good. Gets his own rebound. Gets out to Stoutmeister. Will he try again?
Wow.
Scores! Brian Stoutmeister.
All that work's paying off for Brian Stoutmeister. He's been a gym rat ever since 6th grade. He's on my basketball team, and my goodness, he always loves to be in the gym and work hard. And those kind of people in life and in basketball, those hard workers, they're successful.
They are.
It's good to see that work paying off over there in the corner for Brian Stoutmeister.
Yeah, very lopsided game, but a lot of fun to watch our young people, and looking forward to a great season as we continue HB Athletics. Swordsman just doing a great job this evening. And I know the coach is frustrated there on the defenders because they didn't get out on him. They just watched him take the shot. No one was hustling to get out and put a defense on him, and he made them pay. 2 baseline 3-point shots, 6 points right out of the box here by Brian Stoutmeister, and certainly a good thing. Good job for Coffee, who shot, missed, and then got the ball back on the rebound. Shot it out to him on the baseline, and we got the 3. Zanstra with the basketball for the defenders, pushing it up the floor. Get over to Schoof. Schoof has the basketball and gets it back there to Zanstra. He's looking and gets it back to, is it Schoof? Is that correct?
It could be Schoof, it could be Schaaf. It's
Schaaf.
hard to tell with the handwriting.
I bet it's Schaaf.
I bet it's Schaaf. We know some Schoofs, and I don't think it's them.
So. No.
Boy, these jerseys, Pastor, kind of look the same. These gray and navy jerseys.
Yeah.
I keep getting a little bit off on who's who, and
yeah.
There was a game in the one of the blue-white games. There was a gray versus white instead of a blue versus white, and it was just funny trying to figure out who was on what team sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
This is number 22, Jonah Ragnira, shooting 2 free throws here for the defenders, and he misses the first one.
He was fouled strong on the drive to the basket, but a good strong drive to the basket. This guy's got a couple good little brothers that are coming up behind, probably brothers or cousins, right. And he's doing a great job. He shoots and makes that, puts the deficit a little bit closer, but just by 1. Joey Callan bring the ball down for the Swordsman. Comes to the top and down over to Stoutmeister. Stoutmeister looking, and he gets it down to Callan. Callan's going to fire from the baseline. Scores! Joey Callan with a 3-point shot. Beautiful shot. That's another hard-working guy, isn't he?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. And Joey Callan, we don't talk about him enough. The guy has led the team for 4 years at the point guard position, and as that ball goes out of bounds, Joey Callan, just a great leader out there, knows the pace of the game, high IQ, good shooter, good defensive player. And again, the defense has always been there too, and he doesn't get credit for that, but just an excellent overall basketball player. And his 4th year starting for the Swordsmen, has the most experience of any of the starters. So it's going to be fun to watch him this year navigate this senior year and lead this group of swordsmen throughout the year.
Yeah, that Cali name certainly comes with someone who's a hard-working dude, and certainly is. And Josh Negneros does a good job of defense blocking the shot from Brian Stokemeister. Talked to his cousin Simon Cervantes today. Simon is celebrating his birthday in a hospital room, unfortunately. He and Miss Rachel, and he had surgery on his foot. He was hoping to get out tomorrow. Looks like it's going to be Sunday afternoon. His surgery went well on his ankle, but he does have his hematologist is not wanting to leave until they got his blood thickened enough to go. And so we're praying for him. He's a good young man, too, and a lot of fun to watch here in Hammond Baptist Athletics with Simon Cervantes.
I know them pretty well. You know, he married my sister, and I'm honored to have Simon as a brother-in-law. And obviously that surgery today, and he's still in the hospital. And I'm sorry, the surgery was yesterday.
Yeah.
Still in the hospital. I had to celebrate the birthday there, and it's probably no fun. I'd hate to celebrate a birthday in a hospital, be in the hospital at all, but let alone on my birthday. But
he's very resilient, though, Josh.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
love about it. He's got a good spirit, good attitude, and just really admire him very much. And I kind of didn't put the two together. Rachel is your sister, and they had a beautiful wedding this summer. I enjoyed being a part of that. Actually, wasn't this summer, was it? I don't know. Whenever it was, I was there, and I was glad to be there.
Yeah, it was a great wedding.
It was a beautiful wedding.
It's good to see that resilience translate. You know, we push resilience here at Hammond Baptist, and we often talk about hard work and defense and effort. And it's good, you know, when young men like Simon Cervantes, who played in this system for many years, graduate and they show that resilience in life. And that's just great to see that translate. That's why you do it. That's why we have programs like this for men like Simon Cervantes and for Josh Hederman and folks like that have graduated and gone on to serve the Lord, and that's just fun to see.
For
it's
sure.
good to be part of this program.
Owen Coffey had an errant shot on a great drive on the baseline. Just went over there, just did not make it. And Jonah Rigneros got the rebound. Now we have got a tough one there. Lemon got the outlet pass, but just led Huckins a little bit too much. Turnover. Swordsman Zanstra gets the basketball over to Shaw.
Oh, good
Schaaf
defense.
has it knocked away by Tyler Huckins. Huckins passes it to Stokemeister. Left-hand shot, scores!
Nice.
Good job, Tyler Huckins, and then a great pass over to Stokemeister, which I love to see him use that left hand. I know you teach that in the junior high game, trying to help them when they're young.
A lot more than I should probably have to. I teach them that left hand. That's always a tough thing to learn.
But I think he's a good example of that. Did you coach Brian, too, years ago?
Yes, I did. Yes.
How about that?
He played high post for me, Pastor. And he
Is
was,
that right?
Yeah. He learned the big man spot, and he kept telling me he wanted to be a guard, but he was one of the tallest kids on my team, and I had to put him at high post. So he learned to catch, turn around, and shoot from that mid-range shot, and had a good season with me. Him and Jordan Snur both were on that team, and Josh Ferris and some of those other guys. That was a fun team to coach. They're good guys.
Man, you've done that for numbers of years now.
Yes.
Oh, there we go. We got a three-point shot.
Wow,
and that is Van Baren who got that, and certainly congratulate him on that. 49-11 is our score. You can see on the screen the beautiful graphics and things available here on this live broadcast of Swordsman Athletics, made possible because of Huckins and others. And we've got a foul here with Dwayne Wilkerson getting the big rebound, and they are just climbing all over his arms. I think he's going to shoot. But
he should be shooting. That'd be surprising if they're calling that. They're calling that on the ground.
They sure are. He didn't let go of the ball, and maybe couldn't because he was being handcuffed there. But
he was.
He will. He'll get the ball out. So here we go. See what happens. That's a pick. Nobody's there. There he is. He's going to. Oh, that was made for him, and he wasn't ready for it.
And they set that up for him probably because they felt
sure
bad.
did.
He should have had free throws, and they figured they'd call a play for him there.
Yeah. You know, he's a young man that was reached on our bus ministry over in Dalton, Illinois, Burnham area. But got his bus captain really took interest in him. And then we have another sweet man in our church that's paying for his school. And I'm very thankful for the investment of others. And I'm thankful for a local church that cares about people, can make a change in young people's lives. Thank God for that. Joey Callan out to Lemon. Lemon fires. In and out, no good. Rebound.
Wow,
Owen, good job. Good strong move, and I like it when they keep the ball up. He got the ball high, kept it high, and turned around, put it in. That's exactly right. Oftentimes the big men struggle with one to bring the ball down, bounce one time, and then go up and get stripped by the younger guys or smaller guys, if you will.
Pastor, as a big man yourself, you ever struggle with that, playing basketball in your young days?
Maybe younger, but I kind of figured that one out. And I never had quite the timing that Drew had. Drew, when he played here at Swordsman, he wasn't quite as tall as some other guys, but he played with the big boys because he had some timing and he kept the ball high. You get the ball high, and while they're going down, he's going back up, and that's the way you do it.
Oh yeah, Drew was fun to watch on that team with E.J. Salazar and a couple other 100 pounds and some other boys in that class. Those guys are fun to watch.
Yeah,
Joe Woosley was on that team too, I believe.
Yes, he was. He was 1 year out in front of them, I think, but still a great student. Great student, great ball player, good hustle.
1 second left, and Joe Cowley puts it up at the buzzer.
Yep.
Can't get it to go. Good look there.
Of course, Pete Cowley was on that team too. Pete and Drew played together and did a good job. Well, we are at, we got 3 quarters in the books, and here we go. Hammond Baptist Swordsmen lead the Heritage Defenders 51-14. You can see there. We're certainly glad to be able to host you on this live broadcast of HB Swordsman Athletics. Josh Conger and myself, glad to be with you. And it's been a good night of basketball. I didn't get to see all of it. Of course, you coached the first one, Josh, and then Brother Steve Goodall coached the junior high team, the Warriors. Then we got the junior varsity. It was a good game, but we came up on the short end of the stick on that one. But right now, we are in control in the driver's seat. I'm sure we're going to see some subs come in. Looks like Flores and Sisson, Wilkerson, Perez, and Worship are going to go on the floor in just a minute. They're getting talked to by Coach Woosley. I want to thank you for CAPS. This is a property management overseen by Daryl Ottos. We've mentioned him several times tonight, but if this is the first time you've heard about it, it's a good place, good people, and honest, hardworking, and they're going to do a good job, whether they are renovating a property for an investor or they're managing property for someone who has a rental. I think they're a good place to go, and I hope that you will seek out Daryl Ottos. If you have any questions about that, go to CAPS, and they'll be able to help you, I'm sure. Got to see Gary Harper just a few moments ago, and Gary Harper has the Sharper, let's see, what's it called, Sharper Business, and he's got about 15 companies, and I can't keep up with all of them. I'm struggling. I almost want to call it Sharper Image, and I know better than that. But
Sharper Solutions, I believe.
Sharper Solutions, that's it, and he has a graduate as well. His son Jacob, who's working with him, and certainly congratulate Jacob for his success with his dad and mom, Gary and Susan Harper, good folks and supporters of HB Athletics. I'm sure they'll be sponsoring a game or two during the upcoming season. If you have interest in doing that, please let us know. Rigneros turns around, shoots, scores.
Wow,
for
right
the
off the
defenders.
break. Jonah Rigneros, big power move down low, and he's a big body, can get those shots up over guys, and he's got Tommy Flores guarding him now. That's a nice little layup there. And Judson Wilkerson gets harassed and fouled by number 30, and that's going to be Silas Van Buren there with the foul. Got Judson Wilkerson right on the arm there with that one.
Pretty clean game. We haven't had too many fouls, and but certainly not terribly competitive in the score. 7 minutes and 3 seconds left in regulation. We have Worship has the basketball for the Swordsman, gets it out to Sisson. Sisson needs some help, and he's got it from Mr. Perez, Josh Perez. He traveled and turned it over. And, just mental error there, but that happens sometimes.
Yeah.
In the game that doesn't seem to be as tight, oftentimes you just kind of get a little bit lazy and nonchalant, and that'll cause you to have a turnover, which is no fun for watching film next week.
Oh, yeah. We're going to call him out for that one. Ball inlet there to Van Buren. That's Silas Van Buren with the shot. Almost. Gave a little pump fake. Judson bit a couple of times on that one. And the shot goes up there. Oh, wow.
Man.
Eric Benson, big shot there from 3.
He got the three-point shot, and I congratulate him on that. He was wide open outside there, took it, made it.
They've almost got 20 points here now, and they've been working the ball a little better on offense. Ball to Craig Sisson. Tried to feed Judson Wilkerson, but couldn't. That's Benson with the ball. Up ahead to number 11, Lucas. Oh, that's packed away. Judson Wilkerson, big block. He's got some long arms, and they are useful in situations like that.
I wonder where he got those at.
I have no idea. Probably his mom, maybe.
Judson's a great young man. I sure love him. So appreciative of
Trent for
good
3.
boys that God's given us. I tell you what, Trent, when he gets on fire, is a lot of fun to watch. He usually has a high arcing shot, but he has taken 2 tonight, unsuccessful, and not even close. Ben Barron has got the ball inside. He goes in with the left-hand shot, no good.
Oh, man.
Rebound, Judd.
Ramirez just manhandled Tommy Flores. Took that ball right out of his hands,
He
and
sure
Tommy
did.
got whacked with the foul trying to get him back.
Yeah, I think Jonah's going to go to the line for 2 on that, and certainly deserves it. He
They
got
could
fouled.
crack 20 here, Pastor, if they hit this shot and another. Cracking 20 points, and that'd be good. They were at 0 through the first quarter. Boy, that was tough.
Yeah, they do. They got the 20th point right there with that free throw shot.
There it is, 51-20. In the game here for the Swordsmen, 51, that's Tommy Flores and Judson Wilkerson, 13 on the blocks. Josh Perez, number 1, and Trenton Worship at the top of the key there, and then Craig Sisson also in the game for the Swordsmen. Lane violation, that's going to go Swordsman ball. Checking in the game, number 23, John Zanstra is coming in for the defenders, and he's going to sub out Jonah Ramirez. And he's had a game, hasn't he?
Yeah,
He's
he
a
does.
big boy. He's working hard.
He's played hard. Got to admire the work he's put in. It feels like even though they're on the short end of the stick, he has not stopped working. He got it into Wilkerson. Wilkerson's turns, and he sees inside Flores down there. Flores kind of paused a little bit before he shot, and that cost him a block.
Yeah. Good look
got
there.
Blocked there. Yep. Good look for Wilkerson inside to Flores. Here we go. Benson fires again. No good. Rebound, Worship. Worship has the basketball. He's pushing it down the floor. On the far side, Perez shoots, scores. No, he doesn't score. Forgive me about that.
Looked good, though. I thought it was going in, too.
That's what I thought. But forgive me for my listening audience if I got you excited. Probably the Perez family's pretty excited. Oh,
wow.
my goodness.
Braden Dykstra. Nice shot from mid-range, and guy right on him, just hanging on him, and he still let the ball go.
He did a good job. He sure did.
Trenton Worship outside with the ball, and looks like he traveled. Trent just had a good possession last time up and got a good distribute there to Josh Perez. Didn't finish it, but it was a good pass, and then here turns it over on this possession. Tough one for him. Swordsman on defense here. Josh Perez picking up the ball, and like we said, this is a tough matchup. If you got Josh Perez looking you in the eye every possession, it's going to be a long night for you, and it's probably been a long night here for Lucas Zanstra. He's got the ball now in the low post, swings it up to number 5. That's Noah Lenting, who's driving right back to Zanstra, looking to shoot. Little pump fake, screen back, and that's going to be shot. And it's just short. It's going to go out of bounds, Swordsman ball.
Yep.
Checking in, number 2, that's Johnny Hilligans. Johnny Hilligans coming in, number 2, and for some reason the name Frank was written in the book, but it is Johnny Hilligans, and he's the man out there, number 2, as their team let me know. That's Craig Sisson swinging it to Trenton Worship, inlet to Judson. Judson, nice pump fake, dish off to Tommy. Oh, and Tommy thought it had it. Dropped the ball out of bounds. It's going to be Heritage ball.
A couple inside handoffs there that just did not connect.
Yeah. Tommy got fouled a couple of times there. Tommy's got to go straight up with that ball. He's got some size, and he's aggressive. He's just got to catch that and go straight up. That's another one fading away from Braden Dykstra. I mean, he just got a guy right in his face, unafraid, and just pulling up and shooting it. He's 2 for his last 2. Braden Dykstra could be the answer here to get some more points on the board for the defenders. That's Craig Sisson dribbling up top for the Swordsman to Trenton. Trenton shot it. Green light there. Trenton Worship, and I knew he'd hit one of those. That guy's got a beautiful shot. Trenton, love seeing him shoot ever since he was a young kid. You know, on my team with Judson, I'd always tell him, shoot the ball, and Trenton's got a great shot.
He does. His sister probably could have played for our men's varsity team.
She could have,
too. Michaela, she is a great volleyball player, and if we played basketball, she would have been a good one. She could shoot the ball, and Wilkerson gets it off to Perez. Perez is fouled by Benson. He puts up a shot, but that's not going to go. We've got a substitution in the ball game. Elijah Guzman's going to come in, and Trent Worship's going to come out. Brother Woozy's done a good job through the years of getting the younger guys some playing time in the varsity games, and oftentimes sometimes a little frustrating to the upperclassmen when they don't get to play as much because they're watching a freshman or sophomore play. But long term, better for the program.
That is better for the program.
And he's been very good at that. Wilkerson gets the rebound, puts it back up. Judson Wilkerson.
Big shot for him.
Yeah, it's fun to watch your boys play, and opportunities to be able to see them play here at Hammond Baptist has been a real blessing. I love the mentorship, the example of the men in the program that love them and care for them, and yet that push them to be their very best.
Elijah Guzman now with the ball, pushing the break to Josh Perez. Josh Perez back out to Elijah Guzman, a sophomore now, driving to the hole, and he gets blocked. Oh my goodness, the big body didn't help on that shot. He got blocked, and Josh Perez also missed it. Boy, tough shot there, but it looked good. Elijah Guzman pushing that break, and Elijah Guzman, we spoke about it in the JV game, has bulked up this season and probably lending to his varsity minutes a little bit with this new workout program he's been doing or something.
Yeah.
He's been in the gym an awful lot. Was a skinnier kid and is now bulked up to the size you see now as these guys try to grab this ball out of the rim. Where's Owen Coffey? He got it last time. These guys, oh, beautiful. There you go. Gives the crowd something to cheer about here. Josh Perez will inbound here to Elijah Guzman. And 1 minute left in this game. This is, boy, been a bit lopsided throughout this entire game, but the guys have still played hard. Heritage has represented themselves well in loss. Sometimes the best representation of who you are is how you do in failure. You know, how you do when things are tough, and they've played hard and not given up this game.
That's right. Perez drives the middle of the lane, pulls up at the free throw line, a little too strong off the back iron. Benson gets the rebound for the defenders, and he'll bring it down. He's taken several good shots and played some quality minutes for the defenders. This is Aaron, and he played for the varsity team, was number a JV team, number 24. He's 4 here. His older brother looks like he's been one of the major players on the team. There's a turnover for the defenders. Swordsman will get the basketball back. Oh, I'm sorry. There, that's an errant call there. Looks like the defenders get the basketball back.
Once again, this game was Caps. Darryl Lautis and Caps has sponsored this game here at Hammond Baptist. Thank you for watching at HBTV and for Facebook and YouTube. Hammond Baptist Athletics. It's been a pleasure having you, and Pastor being on this broadcast with us. We appreciate having him, and we've loved broadcasting these games. If you get a chance, show up to these Hammond Baptist games. Our next game is next Thursday. We play against Quentin Road at all 4 levels. It'll be junior high JV at 3:30, junior high varsity at 4:30, then 5:30 and 7 of those games next Thursday.
The Quentin Road's a tremendous program and a wonderful group of young people. I know that'll be some good, exciting competition. I think you have another game on Friday as well. And certainly appreciate all those who listen to Swordsman Athletics. We certainly appreciate you joining us tonight. Good games throughout the evening, but Swordsman get a W on this varsity contest, and we're certainly proud of them. Also very thankful for the Heritage Christian School there in Dyer, and for good young men from the Defender program there. Thank you for joining us. We pray that God will give you a wonderful weekend. I want to remind you about Veterans Day, First Baptist Church of Hammond. Looking forward to that. Tomorrow we have an others activity for our teenagers when they'll be going different places and ministering to those in need in our community, and certainly appreciate these young men who participate, young ladies who are coming back from Roanoke on a volleyball tournament, but they'll be ready to go tomorrow, and we certainly thank the Lord for their service as well as their sportsmanship in these athletic competitions. God bless you. Thank you for joining us. On behalf of Josh Conger, myself, John Wilkerson, we're certainly glad to have you. Thank you. Have a wonderful weekend in Jesus.